Yo, yo. What's up, my High Value Bros? What's up, Kings? What's good, guys? What's up, stars? Man, what's good with it? So before I go into the video, man, y'all go ahead and smash that like button, tap that bell, and go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give me that. You know what I'm saying? Coming back at you with another fire video. I'm feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday was my solar return, you know what I mean? And had a nice spiritual night last night. It was great. And, you know, I'm feeling good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Anyway, so today's video is going to be why your woman doesn't respect you. And it's pretty fucking simple. If your woman doesn't respect you, it's because you're not being man enough. You're not being masculine enough. And we're going to talk about some things that you can do to correct that shit. You feel me? So number one is it costs to be the boss. You know what I mean? So if you living with your girl, y'all living under the same roof. So this is a serious LTR, long-term relationship. So maybe it's your girlfriend, your wife, significant other, what have you. If you guys are cohabitating and you live together and she doesn't respect you, it's because it costs to be the boss. So, you know, I've kind of touched on this before. You have to be paying that rent. You got to pay that mortgage. You see what I'm saying? Because the highest calling of a man is to protect the woman so she can walk the earth unharmed. That's just that's just what it is. That's the highest calling of a man. And so when you are protecting a woman, right? You have to also look at what's going on in nature with the Lion King. You know what I mean? We talk about the Lion King all the time. A Lion King is a king of his pride because, number one, he's protecting those lionesses that's feeding him, that goes out and hunting shit, you know, with all the, you know, the game, giraffe and all that, and killing them, and then he gets to eat first, and then they get to eat second, and the children eat last. That's how the lion society does it, right? So, but he protects those females from other rival lions, and also from the hyenas, and also from other, you know, would-be crazy-ass predators that may try to attack them. You know what I mean? But also within that protection, he's also providing a territory, aka a home. So if you're living with your girl as an LTR, we're gonna keep that analogy. You're the Lion King. You're a king, right? You're a god. You're a star of your own movie, right? Well, the most advantageous position that you need to be in is head of household. So you need to be paying that rent. You need to be paying that mortgage. Flat the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? If, you know, all of it. That's what you need to be doing. Now, she can take care of a utility bill, you know, a light bill, utility bill, some groceries, shit like that or whatnot. And you need to be taking care of that transportation. You feel me? Like if she need a whip, you can help her buy a car, put the money down. She got to pay the note or some shit like that. But, bro, you know, I talk to you guys about money too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be incurring liabilities. You should be incurring or garnering assets into your life. And so, a finance car, a finance, you know, boat, anything you finance is going to have, you know, debt tied to it. But it's better to have mortgage than just consumer debt, like a car, credit cards, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, just to illustrate my point, pay the rent, pay the mortgage. Help her with a down payment on a car, or buy her a car, flat the fuck out. And then, you know what I'm saying, she could just drive the whip, or if she want to finance it, she's going to be responsible for that car note. But you need to be taking care of that head of the household. That's just straight up number one. Because it costs to be the boss. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Women are attracted to resources. You know? Yeah, they're attracted to resources, and it's all about stability for them because, you know, if you knock them up, then what? She's thinking about, you know, raising these children, you know, into productive adults, into society. And this is one of the reasons why she laid down with you, because she saw something in you that she wanted to replicate and reproduce. Because women only want to reproduce men who they see or feel that are masculine. That they're attracted to this. They want to reproduce you. You know what I mean? And they're wired to do that. They're wired to be reproducers. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're created for. That's why they got, you know, the yoni and the womb and the hips and all that for that. You know what I mean? That's why they're beautiful and seductive and salacious, so that you can what? Impregnate them, and so that they can bring, you know, more children into the world. But that's neither here nor there. But my whole point with this point number one is it costs to be the boss. You have to pay you have to protect and provide. You have to pay the motherfucking bills, my nigga. You got to pay that rent. You got to pay that mortgage. Now, if you're not in a position to pay that rent and mortgage, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're in your early 20s and you just starting to fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have your own crib yet. Maybe you're living home with moms or dad or whatever on the couch, in the basement, up in the attic somewhere and shit. Okay, cool. But you got a job, or, you know, you got a hustle on the side. Maybe you started your business. Maybe you have a legit business. Maybe you're investing on, you know what I'm saying? You got things going on. Because you know how I come with it. It's job, it's business, or investments. Because your job is going to give you sustenance, and your job is going to fund your business. And then when you scale out the business, your business is going to fund your freedom, your financial freedom, because that's the ultimate goal of any high value man or of any king, god, or star. You don't want to be working for anybody, especially in this this dominant society and oppressive system that we live in within this matrix. So that's the ultimate goal, is financial freedom. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to develop financial freedom is through passive income, through investments, real estate, and portfolio. Those are the main three modalities to get that. You see what I'm saying? Or you have to create, be an athlete, a singer, actor, entertainer, celebrity, etc. You know what I mean? To get those type of royalties and sponsors and shit like that, and so you can start up other entrepreneurial type businesses and things like that. So I done beat up on that enough. You have to, it costs to be the boss. That's number one. All right. Now, number two, you got to put it down in the bedroom. Like, I'm giving it to you raw. It costs to be the boss, and you got to blow her back out. You got to blow her back out. You got to blow her throat out. You know what I'm saying? And you got to dig those guts out, straight up. You know what I mean? Let's keep it a buck. Women like sex more than men like sex. You know what I'm saying? They just want sex from men who they perceive as that man, as that guy, that high value guy, that you know what I'm saying, that successful guy, that bad boy, that, you know what I'm saying, the nigga that just do it for them. These are the type of women, these are the type of men that these women go crazy for and they lay down with. You know what I mean? Just look at your average celebrity, look at your average rapper or whatever, or anybody that got a bag, your average athlete, and look at the groupies and the women that flock to them. Why? Because they're stable. Why? Because they have social status. Why? Because they have, you know, charisma. Why? Because they have the money to invest in themselves and wear designer clothes and look good and wear designer jewelry, all type of shit, right? Trinkets and shit that attract women. You know what I mean? This is why. And if you had access to that type of income and social status, you have the same outcome. Women are very predictable, just like we're very predictable. The more ass hips and thighs that they have, and small waists, and youth, fertility, and beauty that they have, the more niggas they're gonna have checking for them. This is just how it go. You know what I mean? So you got to put it down in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit them spots, bro. You got to dig it out. You got to hit that G spot. It's on the upper wall, about an inch in. No more than 2 inches in on the upper wall of the vaginal canal. You got to hit that spot. You got to know the angles to hit that spot. You know? Or if you're long enough, you can hit other spots. You know what I'm saying? Down by the cervix. You know what I mean?
Also play with her clitoris.
It's not about the length more so than it is the girth. You know what I mean? You got to fill her up. You know? Women get off on this type of stuff. You have to know her erogenous zones. You got to know how to turn her on. And it's not just, you know, sexual. It begins with, you know, what you say to her, how do you talk to her, how you look at her, how you tease her throughout the day, how you titillate her mind throughout the day. That's all foreplay. You know what I mean? You guys are out together, you're looking at her across the room, and you guys just have this internal communication without actually having to speak where everybody knows what's going on. That shit is sexy. You know what I mean? Like, you're out together, you're at a party or a dinner party or some shit like that or whatever, and you're here talking to your friends or your guests, and she's on across the room, and you just look at her and just, you know, or you lick your lips or you wink at her and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Tell her I'm gonna tap that ass tonight, but whisper it, whatever. That's foreplay. That titillates her mind. That gets her wet. You gotta play fucking games, bro. You can't just have sex, you know, in the same place all the time. You know, in the bedroom, you got to mix it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Role play. Get some motherfucking toys, some vibrators and shit, some remote control vibrators and shit. You know what I mean? Get some whips, you know, some chains, some gags and feathers and shit, and blindfolds, handcuffs. You got to do crazy shit to women, man, because they enjoy it. You got to do shit that other niggas are not doing to her, you know, to get her off. Because guess what? If you can't do number one, which is, you know, paying the bills, you know, in terms of providing a roof over the head and things like that, if you can't do that, if you're not in a position to do that, you got to be blowing her back out. You straight up got to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's number two. Them the top two things that's gonna keep you a woman. You're stable and you blowing her back out. Number three, you let yourself go. If you let yourself go, okay, because you know, however she met you is what she was attracted to, right? Same thing with her. She started getting fat and out of shape, your eyes gonna start wandering and shit, right? Same thing with her. So this is why I tell you niggas to work out. Keep your sexual market value up. Because, you know, you may think you look good in your motherfucking eyes, but if women don't think you look good, then you don't fucking look good. So your S&V is established by women. So the more women you have checking for you when you guys are out, when women are looking at you and desiring you and think that you sexy and handsome and all that, because you have a dress code, you got swag, you know what I'm saying? You got a nice build, you got a nice shoulder to waist ratio of 1.6 that I always talk about. Your waist is smaller than your shoulders. You got like a V shape and a flat stomach. You don't have to be a fucking bodybuilder or a fitness instructor. You know, like me, I'm a personal trainer and shit like that. I'm athletic, I box, do martial arts, all this other type of shit. But, yo, women are attracted to that. You're going to put yourself in a better position to be selected and chosen. And she's going to be more attracted to you because, you know, that's some manly, masculine shit. This is what masculine fucking men do. Masculine men take care of themselves. They take care of their mind. They take care of their body. They eat right. They exercise. And they know how to dress. Because when you do that, you're gonna develop more testosterone, and that's just gonna, you know, it's just gonna garner more female attention. You're gonna have more muscle tone. You're gonna have more musculature, bone density. You're gonna see it in your facial hair. They're gonna hear it in your voice, and just how you carry yourself. You see what I'm saying? So it's very beneficial that you fucking exercise, my bro. You guys gotta exercise. And keep your sexual market value up. And eat right, because the healthier you are, the better sex you're going to have. A stronger libido you're going to have. You know, at this point, you should get it by now. You know? Another reason why she probably doesn't respect you is because you don't have a purpose. You're not on your purpose. That's the top three. Pay the bills. No. Pay the bills, blow her back out. Keep your health up. Now we talking about purpose, right? That's why she probably don't respect you, because you're not on your purpose. You don't let yourself go. Maybe you're just satisfied with being an employee. You know? You shouldn't be satisfied with that, because the goal of any high value guy, the goal of any alpha, the goal of any Mac, the goal of any, you know what I'm saying, bad boy is going to be his own boss. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to work for no fucking dominant society. You don't want to work in this goddamn matrix. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you got an employee mindset, then cool. But go to the top of that bitch, try to run it, become a CEO or cool, or at least a manager, something, instead of just being entry level. You know? Own some shit. Invest in some shit. Have some assets. Get rid of these motherfucking liabilities. You know? Have a motherfucking purpose. What kind of hobbies you got? What kind of dreams you got? What kind of goals you got? What's your motherfucking vision? Women are attracted to ambition. Women love ambition, and they love to see men who work towards their ambition, because when you make a woman the focus of your life, when you make her the star of your own movie, she's gonna fucking run, because they know that men who get pussy whipped and make women the focus of their life, they're not focused on their purpose by default. So that means you're just going to be average or mediocre, and you guys more than likely are just going to be scraping by, or just be fucking, you know what I'm saying, poor and just fucking average. Women, let's see, women reward men with pussy, with yoni. You see what I'm saying? Women reward you with that. The more successful you are, the more, you know what I'm saying, ambitious you are, the more of a go-getter you are, you know what I'm saying, the more pussy you get. So basically, the more high value you become, the more pussy you get. You see what I'm saying? A lot of you guys want, you know, poly and multiple women and things like that. But guess what? That's only relegated to guys who produce. That's only relegated to guys who blow their back out. That's only relegated to guys who pay the bills. That's only relegated to guys who are fit and stay in shape. That's only relegated to the guys that are in the top echelon of society. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, women want guys that are over 6 feet, make over 6 figures, got more than 6 inches. You know what I'm saying? Weigh over 200 pounds, right? Check. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not doing 6 figures anymore at the moment, but I will. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm going to parlay that into 7 figures, but I check off on a lot of these motherfucking boxes. You know what I mean? And so should you guys. You know, if you're young, in your 20s, 30s, guys, if you're 40, in your 40s, it's not too late. In your 50s, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's time to get it popping.
Men mature at 43 years of age.
This is what women desire. This is what it is. You know, if you want the most beautiful women, the most attractive women, and you want young women that are in the prime of their life in terms of, you know, beauty, fertility, and youth, then this is the man that you have to become. And if you want her to respect you, then you have to be hitting on all these areas that I just shared with you. We're talking about respect. You know what I mean? And these are the type of women these are the type of men that women respect, and these are the type of men that women submit to. They submit to masculine men, because masculine men do this shit that I'm telling you about. They want you to pay the motherfucking bills. They want you to be strong and fit. They want you to have a fucking purpose. And they want you to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? And they want you to have a king mindset, bro. My guy. That's what they want you to do. That's if you want the best. Now, if you just want to deal with the low-hanging fruit, you know what I'm saying? Overweight women, you know what I'm saying? Older women, you know what I'm saying? That's past their prime. You know, because, you know, most women, you know, after 30, that's probably never been married. Like, they want to settle down. Like, you know, if you have some women out there that has two or more children, that has 2 or more children from different fathers. Like, you know, maybe she was married. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm just saying, if you're a single guy with no children, it don't make any sense for you to try to settle down with a woman who has 2 or more children from different fathers. You know what I mean? And that's never been married. That's crazy. Under the age of, 28, 27, that's crazy. That means she was just out there wilding. So if you want to deal with that low-hanging fruit, you know, women that are overweight, single mothers with multiple kids, you know what I'm saying? Women's in their late 30s and 40s. It's probably been through the ringer a few times. You know, divorced, and they kind of mismanaged and jaded and angry and shit like that. Like, you know, that's what you're going to be relegated to. But if you want, like, the younger women that's got their shit together, that's gone to school, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they got some education and things like that. You know what I'm saying? They make good money and decent income. These are the type of partners. These are the type of men that they're looking to share their life with. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to get it together. These are the type of men that these type of women submit to. These are the type of men that these women respect. But you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work on yourself. It's not their fault. You got to do the work. You know what I mean? Like, being a man has a lot of advantages. You know what I'm saying? We get better with age. We get better with time. Women only have a small window of time to get this shit done in terms of, you know, finding or attracting a high-value guy, getting married, starting a family, and shit like that. They roughly got about from 18 to 29 to do that shit. After that, it gets significantly harder. It's not impossible, but it gets a little bit more harder for the type of men that they want to attract. You know what I mean? So Put in the work, guys. You want high value, to be a high value man. I mean, you want to get the top 8, 9s, and 10s of women. You got to become that high value man. If you want them to respect you, if you want them to submit to you, that's what you got to do. All right. So I don't want to make this video too long. That's it. Go ahead and get the book, How to Be a High Value Man: The Blueprint to Success for Women. It's available in ebook, in paperback and audiobook. Just check it out on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and grab it. Guys, add me on IG. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. You can book me there for consultations. We can chop it up about women in life. Guys, like, share, subscribe. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, and comment on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get over this algorithm, man. And let's get to 2K, man. Share my shit with people. Tell them about it. Tell them about our channel. Let's get it up to 2K. Keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Other than that, I will see you guys next video. Love, peace. So just to give you guys some motherfucking clarity, I know, you know what I mean, like you dudes will be like, well, hold up, man. Hey, Saru, I thought you said that women have to meet you. And I did say women have to meet you, and I still believe in that, you know what I'm saying? Just because it costs to be the boss and you have to pay the mortgage and, and shit like that, she still got to meet you with her money, her energy, her time, and her effort, right? So that's why you have her to pay the utilities. Groceries, the utility bills, shit like that. Her own car note, even if you help her with the down payment, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And she still got to buy you gifts. She has to invest in you, because if a woman really loves you, that's what she gonna do. She gonna spend money on you also. But if you want her to submit to you, if you want her to respect you, then you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, cover that rent, cover that mortgage. You know what I'm talking about? Now, for you ladies out there, what you mean if I got, 2 or more kids and never been married? That don't make me low-hanging fruit and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Here's the logic behind it, ladies. Like, straight up. Like, if you legit have 2 or more children if you legit have 2 or more children from different fathers and you've never been married and you're not even 30 yet, like you 28, 27 years old, and this is your status, that means you were just out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the same shit y'all do to niggas. You know what I'm saying? You get with a dude, you ask him, you be like, hey, how many kids you have? How many baby mamas you got, etc. Because you're trying to assess if dude is just out here, you know what I'm saying, with community dick, right? It's the same thing. It's not a double standard, but you know what I mean? It's vice versa. It works on the same side. You know what I mean? So I'm teaching guys to have fucking standards. And yes, that is low-hanging fruit. You know what I mean? But if you want to be, in that high-value woman type range, then you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be married with your children. You don't want to be having children out of wedlock. That's just straight what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, now that, sexual promiscuity is so pervasive, and it's so easy to have sex. Nobody's in love anymore. Nobody's really valuing marriage. And, I don't really care for marriage at this point anyway, because of the way that it's structured and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, government intrusion and things like that. But, if they made it safer for men, then maybe more men would be getting married in terms of, instead of, like, the only safeguards we have is a fucking prenup. You know what I mean? If shit don't work out. You know what I mean? So, that's a whole nother video right there. But I just wanted to address the meat factor for the guys. And I just wanted to address the ladies and be like, what you mean? So yeah, 2 or more children with multiple fathers, you know what I'm saying, under the age of 28 to 30, you just out here wilding, you know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. That puts you in the low-hanging fruit category. Not saying you can't get a dude, not saying you still can't get married, none of that. But this is the mindset of most high-value guys. We're not going to be trying to become stepfathers because, especially we don't have any children. Why take on that type of liability? Now, I can see if we already have multiple children ourselves, young kids and things like that, and you have young children as well, then yeah, you're going to try to build on that. But, you know what I mean? You have to, it has to be balanced, and that's not balanced. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna stop it right there, but guys, I just want to clean that shit up, right? Peace.
I'ma spend it all tonight, dog, and run it back up by the weekend. She tryna get on my bad side, show her my jack, then beat it. Think we just made it to halftime. I planted field goal, then eat it. I think I nutted, don't ask why. I was in the moment thinking. I know I had a couple past lives. I don't think it